Good Friday, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Conversation Daily News. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. Well, we made it to the end of another week, and for us, the end of another month. When I rejoin you guys on Monday, the month of May will be here. Man, this year is almost halfway over. Can you believe it? We, of course, have your news headlines coming up on this Friday. We have the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich, and in today's Entertainment Spotlight, I got a treat for you guys. Emmy award-winning actor Courtney B. Vance stopped by Conversations Live, the radio show. You'll be hearing part of that conversation today on our broadcast. Enjoy our program. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with their Friday headlines. In international news, explosions rock Kyiv again as Russians rain fire on Ukraine. Russia pounded a wide area of Ukraine on Thursday, including Kyiv, bombarding the city while the head of the United Nations was visiting in the boldest attack on the capital since Moscow's forces retreated weeks ago. At least one person was killed and several were injured in the attack on Kyiv, including some who were trapped in the rubble when two buildings were hit, rescue officials said. The bombardment came barely an hour after Ukrainian President Zelensky held a news conference with the UN Secretary General, who said Ukraine has become an epicenter of unbearable heartache and pain. A spokesperson said the Secretary General and his team were safe. Meanwhile, explosions were reported across the country. The mayor of Odessa in southern Ukraine said rockets were intercepted by air defenses. Ukrainian authorities also reported intense Russian fire in the Donbas, the eastern industrial heartland that the Kremlin says is its main objective, and near the northeastern city outside the Donbas that is seen as key to the offensive. In the ruined southern port city of Mariupol, Ukrainian fighters holed up in the steel plant that represents the last pocket of resistance, said concentrated bombing overnight killed and wounded more people, and authorities warned that a lack of safe drinking water inside the city could lead to outbreaks of deadly diseases. The fresh attacks came as the UN Secretary General surveyed the destruction in small towns outside the capital that saw some of the worst horrors of the first onslaught of the war. He condemned the atrocities committed in towns like Bucha, where evidence of mass killings of civilians was found after Russia withdrew in early April in the face of unexpectedly stiff resistance. Wherever there is war, the highest price is paid by civilians, the UN chief lamented. Separately, Ukraine's prosecutor accused 10 Russian soldiers of being involved in the torture of peaceful people in Bucha. The prosecutor general did not say her office had filed criminal charges, and she appealed to the public for help in gathering evidence. Russia denies it targets civilians. In the attack on Kyiv, explosions shook the city and flames poured out of windows in at least 2 buildings, including one residential one in the capital, which has been relatively unscathed in recent weeks. In national news, FDA issues plan to ban menthol in cigarettes and cigars. The U.S. government on Thursday released its long-awaited plan to ban menthol cigarettes and flavored cigars, citing the toll on black smokers and young people. The proposed rules will help prevent children from becoming the next generation of smokers and help adult smokers quit, said the Health and Human Services Secretary in a statement. He added that the ban will also be an important step to advance health equity by reducing disparities in tobacco-related diseases. The Food and Drug Administration said eliminating menthol cigarettes could prevent between 300,000 and 650,000 smoking deaths over 40 years. Menthol accounts for more than a third of cigarettes sold in the U.S., and the mint flavor is favored by black smokers and young people. Menthol's cooling effect has been shown to mask the throat harshness of smoking, making it easier to start and harder to quit. In more national news, dropping U.S. GDP challenges Biden's pitch to voters. President Joe Biden's upbeat message that the economy is cruising along hit a troublesome speed bump on Thursday when the federal government reported that U.S. gross domestic product shrank during the first 3 months of 2022. Economic activity declined an annual rate of 1.4%, a sharp reversal from last year when growth was the strongest since 1984. There were technical reasons for the decline that likely obscured the actual health of the economy, yet the drop clearly put the president on the defensive after he has said repeatedly that the booming job market means the U.S. can withstand inflation at a 40-year high. In entertainment news, Met Gala returns, a guide to fashion's big night. It started in 1948 as a society midnight supper, and it wasn't even at the Met. Fast forward 70-plus years, and the Met Gala is something totally different, one of the most photographed events in the world for its head-spinning red carpet, though the famous carpeted steps of the Metropolitan Museum of Art aren't always red. This year's Met Gala will take place on May the 2nd. Yes, we just did this in the fall. The annual fundraiser for the Met Costume Institute is traditionally held the first Monday in May, but because of the pandemic, a postponed gala was held in September of last year. Of course, Vogue's Anna Wintour is supervising the whole shebang, as she has since the 1990s. And finally, in business news, stocks rally on Wall Street as technology companies rebound. Stocks rallied on Wall Street Thursday as technology companies clawed back some of the ground they had recently lost. The S&P 500 rose 2.5%, the Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 1.8%, and the Nasdaq rose 3.1%. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's now time for the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich. Mary Ellen, take it away.
Hi, this is Mary Ellen with your Truth of the Day. Give of yourself anything in return. The simple act of doing something, anything for someone else, will make you feel empowered. It doesn't matter whether you want to help the homeless or make progress with your own personal goals. The point is to take action. By taking action, you show God you want to make a difference. Your sense of accomplishment is your reward for a job well done. No thanks needed. Today, do something for someone else without expectation or acknowledgement of anything in return, and always enjoy the day.
Courtney B. Vance is featured in today's Entertainment Spotlight. Stay with us. You're listening to Conversations Daily News. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with Entertainment Spotlight. Emmy Award-winning actor Courtney B. Vance joined me on Conversations Live, the radio show, to talk about his acting success and his new show on AMC called 61st Street. Here's a bit of our conversation. What has it been like for you, Mr. Vance, to think about the different characters you've been able to bring to life and the fans you've gained over the years?
You know, I just from the moment I graduated, from the moment really in drama school when they tapped me on the shoulder and cast me in Fences with James Earl Jones, it's just been a blessing. I've in a industry where 96% of folks don't work. I've been working consistently since I graduated from drama school. So I'm just grateful. I'm really, really, truly grateful to be able to put together and bring to light characters that I've been able to bring to light and consistently, and that's really, really rare. So I'm just grateful.
And with the new series with 61st Street, Mr. Vance, the thing about Franklin's character is, and there of course is the broader story for those who are watching it, they know what I'm talking about. For those who haven't seen it, you guys have to catch up there on AMC. But your character is so layered, and the choices your character has made when it comes to family as well as doing what he believes is right or wrong, I think really falls in line with how we've gotten to see you in so many great projects. What was that like for you to bring Franklin to life?
It really was from the very beginning. When I sat down and met, I read 2 episodes, and I sat down and met the creator Peter Moffat of Your Honor fame and other shows, and the Boots on the Ground showrunner, Mr. J. David Shanks, and I sat down with them, and I just wanted to see the depth of their compassion and commitment to this, because I knew it was going to be. I didn't know where the show was going, but I knew wherever it was going to take a lot to do, and it wasn't just going to have to be me. It was going to have to be everyone.
Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning in to this edition of Conversations Daily News. We'll be back to you guys on Monday with more news, Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich, and of course your Entertainment Spotlight. Until then, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Daily News today. Let's make today amazing. Take care.